everybody, welcome back to my channel Rebelde y Strong. I'm Evelyn and I'm here to share my lifestyle and fitness journey as I strive to become my best self. I'm so excited because in this video, I'm going to be reflecting on my 75 hard journey. That's right. I am so excited and happy about the fact that I am done with 75 hard. I've completed the full 75 hard challenge and I am just so happy. In case you couldn't tell, this video I'm going to be focused on talking about my experience reflecting from day 1 to day 75, the physical and mental transformation, challenges, what I learned, and also what comes next. This video is going to be focused on those aspects. I do have another video coming up that I'm working on that's going to be all about 75 hard results, so stay tuned for that. I know we all love a good before and after. I'm working on it and I'm also really excited for that one. If you haven't watched some of the videos that I've posted about 75 hard, go back and watch those so you can get all caught up. But without further ado, let's get started. For those of you who haven't seen any of my other videos or who need a refresher, I started 75 hard kind of out of nowhere. It was a super spontaneous decision because of course that's just part of my life. I'm an Aries, I'm super impulsive, and sometimes I do decide things just on the spot if I feel like it's a good idea. So my sister had mentioned that we should start 75 hard, and literally I worked on like my whole fitness template, what I was gonna do, running. I created a whole program for it and I was like, okay, let's do it. I'm ready. And a couple days later, that's when we officially started 75 hard. My sister started it with me. And so in day 1, for those of you who don't remember or who don't know, I had lost my job in June. I started this in August. So I had been unemployed for 2 months. And the reason why I lost my job was because I am DACA and there have been a lot of DACA delays. And so I was one of the people who didn't get their DACA renewal on time. And so HR pretty much was like, we're sorry, we can't keep you employed. You don't have a work authorization. I had some savings, but of course it's not much when you have absolutely no income coming in. Like your savings go super quick. And so I was super overwhelmed, financially stressed. I couldn't find a job that didn't require my work authorization. I was just super down, super overwhelmed and stressed. I really was on a low. So that's how I started day 1. I still didn't have a job. That's why I thought 75 hard would be a good challenge for me or something for me to do because I didn't have anything else to do. And I thought, what better way to like improve my life and kind of work on my mindset. I just didn't believe anything was possible and just like feeling so doom and gloom and everything goes wrong and everything bad happens to me and I'm the unluckiest girl ever. So that was kind of like my mindset when I started. I was just like down in the drain, did not want to believe anything good was possible just due to the circumstances. I was down. That's how I started, and sure enough, throughout 75 hard, it really did give me something to work on every day. Was it overwhelming? Absolutely 100%. I always say, you probably heard me say this before, 75 hard is called 75 hard for a reason, and that's because it's really hard. You are working out, no breaks, no day off, nothing, 75 days straight, 2 times a day. And you're eating healthy, and you're drinking water, and you're reading, and you're sober. And for me, also, I was posting on social media because I knew I wanted at least to try social media, and I was like, maybe that can be a source of income. I know a lot of people make money from TikTok, and so like, how can I get started with that? I had added like posting on social media every single day, and I've been posting and staying active for these past 75 days. All of that is just like mental effort because you have to think and be conscious about it every single day. I couldn't make a decision without being like, okay, but like, when am I going to work out? When am I going to have time to read? I had to say no to a lot of requests for like going out or doing things because I was like, no, I have to go to the gym. I have to work out. I have to go run. I have to sleep early. I have to get rest. You know, so much of my life during these past 75 days revolved around me and this challenge. And so I had to put really strong boundaries and say no to people, which was really good because, first of all, I didn't even have money to go out. So, you know, I hate like when people ask me to go somewhere and then I do, and then ¿qué tal si se me antoja algo? Like I want to buy something or I get thirsty or like hungry or whatever, you know, like I just didn't have the money to be spending like that. And so I think it was a good idea because I had an excuse to be like, oh no, I'm like focused on 75 hard. I can't go out. I can't go drink. You know, all of that costs money. So I have saved so much money throughout 75 hard too, because I've had to say no to a lot of things. And I also had to say no to like eating out. Hay comida en la casa. That's free. I'm not going to waste more money by going out to eat. So it was, you know, just something that I was conscious about, and I think it helped in a lot of different ways. I'm thankful that whenever I started, I didn't have a job. I didn't have anything. I wasn't really doing much when I started 75 hard. And as time progressed, I got a job at a private practice where I do counseling, which I'm so excited about that. And again, it's just so funny how things line up. Things just need to happen sometimes, right? Like life is happening for you. I really do think that life happened for me, and I know it sucked that I lost my job and that I was stressed and overwhelmed. And like looking at it now, I'm so glad, or I'm thankful that those things happened, because I wouldn't be where I am now without any of that. Which I had been wanting to get into a private practice for a really long time. Everyone always said, oh, like you need more experience for this or that. For one reason or another, like it just never worked out. Now I get to be in a private practice and I get to do therapy, and I do therapy with kids, with young adults, with people that are older than me. And so I've appreciated and I'm so grateful for that opportunity. So that's the first thing that I got. And so it was nice to be able to finally engage my mind in something else that wasn't just 75 hard. Time progressed some more. I got another job doing some consultation work. The private practice was contract, and so I was able to start that before I got my renewal back. I didn't need to wait for that, which is exactly what I was looking for. I was like, I just need a job that allows me to work under contract. I know they're out there. I can't work legally in the United States. I can't be on W-2 right now. And, you know, I explained my whole situation and they were super cool about it. So contract work at the private practice. I got another contract opportunity doing some consultation work where I do groups with kids that are in the juvenile probation. So they're all in probation, or they're in the juvenile justice alternative education program where, you know, they're kind of kicked out of their school and brought into the school for various reasons. So I do groups with them, and then with young adults who are immigrants, just arrived from their country. Just a lot of meaningful work. I'm actually starting a little mentorship program where I teach them how to like start their own business and what that looks like, and coaching them through it. It's been like really, really nice and very uplifting type of work, the type of work that I love to do. So I got that job. And then I recently started another job that's also groups, but it's therapeutic groups and it's online, it's virtual. I've been onboarding with them and just completing all my trainings, orientation, all of that good stuff. So I went from having 0 jobs to now having 3 jobs. I love it. Like, I love that I get to do, like, my days usually look like I go to the gym in the morning and then I do like a little bit of work here, a little bit of work over there. Oh, I have to go to a group. Oh, I have to do my therapy sessions in the evening. My day-to-day looks so different. I'm not stuck in an office to like drive all over Houston. And I really love that because someone who gets bored really easily, and this allows me to do various things. And so I'm really excited, and I'm so thankful that all of that kind of lined up the way that it did. Though, like having one job in 75 hard, okay, it was hard, but I can do it. Having two jobs, okay, like I can manage. Having three jobs was so hard and especially my third job orientation was so heavy in the beginning, again, because you have to get through all the trainings. And so it was like so much. I was like, it's super overwhelming. I have so many things to do. And so it was hard there for a bit. And those are 3 paid jobs that I have. But during 75 Hard, again, I was working on posting every day on social media. So I'm being more present on TikTok and working on my own personal brand, Rebelde y Strong, learning how to record and film yourself, learning how to post it, learning how to edit it, learning what's engaging, learning what's not. Like, it's just such a huge learning period starting social media. And I kind of threw myself in there, and I've been learning along the way. I have so much to learn, but still, I've been present on TikTok, on Instagram. I tried to be present at the beginning, but it gave me so many issues that I was like, whatever. But then lately I have been trying to get more of a social media presence on Instagram. So, it's managing my TikTok, managing my Instagram, and now managing my YouTube. All of that happened during 75 Hard. Literally before that, before day one, I wasn't doing almost anything with social media, but just using it for like personal interest, right? Like scrolling, liking, whatever, sharing, things like that, but nothing as a content creator. Now, day 75, I'm managing all of these 3 different platforms for myself. Also, during the 75 Hard, I became vice president of Latino Social Workers of Greater Houston. And I had been wanting to get involved in like a social work community for a really long time, but no se me había dado, right? It just hadn't happened. And so finally I saw the Latino Social Workers of Greater Houston were recruiting board members. And so I applied to be vice president. I got it. And so I've been kind of trying to figure all of that out, managing our social media as well, attending events. That's been super lovely though. And I've really enjoyed just meeting different social workers, going to volunteer events or hosting different events. It's been super fun. I also joined a little advocacy group for DACA and Dreamers and undocumented people. So we've just been working on getting, more resources out to our community, and that has been lovely. Y'all, my life has been busy. I've also been helping my mom with her business, Amor a la Crochet. So she crochets and, all by hand. She loves it. It's been a passion of hers for a really long time. And she used to do crochet things for us as like Christmas gifts, or, she would crochet like the little sweaters or things for like her grandkids. And so it's always something that she's loved. She learned to do it like when she was super teeny tiny in Mexico. And so we always told her, Mom, you should do something with it. You should do something with it. And sure enough, she's been selling like for like Valentine's Day, she sold some flowers, and for Mother's Day, but it hadn't been anything official, though we had said for a really long time. I had told her like, Mom, I'll help you like build the brand and like kind of get it started, but nothing had come from it until 75 Hard. I was like, Mom, like I signed you up to be in this vendor market for, Dia de la Independencia, and everything lined up and we ended up getting it. And so we're like, oh my gosh, we have to figure everything out. And so I helped my mom like put her website on and her social media and branding, logo, cards, payment, so many things, everything that you need to start a business. Like she kind of focused on just her things, and I focused on like the bigger picture and the branding of it all. And so I've been managing a little bit of that and her orders and sending them, shipping them, boxing them. It's been fun. We're working on like some holiday stuff now, so it's just been super lovely. So I have like 3 jobs that pay me and kind of like 3 jobs that don't pay me that I do as a volunteer but that are all super fulfilling. And so I've been doing all of that, everything on top of 75 Hard, like having to work out twice a day, having to read, having to be conscious about eating healthy and drinking water and staying sober and all of this while I was super stressed. And yeah, somehow, some way I'm here and I did it. And honestly, sometimes I can't believe like how much I have accomplished in 75 days. Like the way my life looks now as opposed to day one is completely different. I'm doing things that I love. I'm getting more money than I used to make at my full-time job. With my little 3 part-time job, I'm able to make a lot more money than I was in my full-time job. I'm able to still work towards my LCSW and hopefully, getting licensed as a fully independent therapist next year. And so I can still work on that. I'm still doing therapy, but I'm also doing some consultation work, but I'm also doing like some group stuff. It's just everything is everything I ever wanted. Like my life, the way that it looks now, and I'm gonna get emotional, but like I've been wanting this flexibility. I've been wanting to be able to like focus on my own stuff and my social media and creating a brand for myself because I do want to monetize from it and I do want to also do good with it and, express myself and use my voice and hopefully inspire other people out there. That's what I want to do, and I want to work on my own dreams. And so I've been able to do that. I've been able to work on my own dreams, build my dreams, help my mom build her dreams, and still do the things that I really love and find work and bring money in. And so I'm not super stressed about money anymore, and I just know that my future is super bright and it's going to be abundant and it's going to be beautiful because I've worked so hard for everything I have. I'm going to cry. These 75 days I've put in like all of my hard work, all of my dedication, my discipline, my heart, my love. Like, yes, to 75 hard, I've done all that, but also to everything else that I have been working on. Like, these are the things that I'm really passionate about. This is embarrassing. But to me, this is just like a testament to like how much our life can change when I'm full on crying. I'm gonna start sobbing. And I cried already this morning. But this morning was because I was sad. Now it's because I'm really happy. These are tears of joy, y'all. Tears of like, I'm so proud of myself. I'm so freaking looking forward to like my future and the things that I get to create. Oh my gosh, I'm crying like big time. Give me a second. I think in one of my other videos, I mentioned a little bit about how hard life has been for me these past 4 years since like I broke up with my ex, and then a series of unfortunate events happened that like traumatized me, that left me at my lows and depression and heartbreak and anxiety, and like I had to deal with so much, losing my job, being fucking broke. Like I've had some really, really low lows. And life had just been so hard. So for me, this is like my redemption. This is me saying like, I'm strong, I'm resilient, I won't give up. Life can throw whatever it wants at me. Like now I know that I'm strong enough and I am resilient enough to like get through it. And also like just finally believing that I am worthy of having all the great things in my life and abundance and a life that I get to co-create, that I get to lead with love and with passion, doing things that are meaningful for me. So this is what it means, right? And so that's why I'm crying, because this is not only like a 75 hard journey and like before and after 75 days. This kind of feels like a redemption story of like the past 4 years and everything that I've had to go through. Just so much. And also these past 75 days I've been like no contact with my ex, which is something really hard that I hadn't done. We would go periods where I was like, I really don't want to see you, I don't want to talk to you, I know it's toxic, I know it just breaks my heart and it makes me feel even worse talking to you, seeing you, like I can't. And just for one reason or another, we somehow end up communicating with each other. And he's my brother's best friend, so sometimes it's like I don't even look for it, he doesn't even look for it, like we just like end up in the same room, and it's so hard to like not make contact with each other when we're right next to each other. And so that had just been really hard. But these past 75 days, I've seen him once. but that's because he came to fix my parents' AC, but I didn't really talk to him. But you know, like from me, like I've tried so hard to stay no contact, and you know, of course he has reached out, but you know, in the past I would like communicate back, and now I'm like, no, 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 like this is not what's good for me. Like I don't want this. I don't deserve this. I know what I want. This is not what I want. Like I need to end these patterns. Like they're toxic. They are not serving me. They're not serving my higher purpose. They make me feel worse. It's also been that, right? Being able to kind of like break free from that. And I know I have a long way to go. And healing, I don't know if healing ever ends. Even when you find another partner, I feel like sometimes you still need to heal different parts of you. And you know, you learn new things as you go on. And as you learn things, like you have to shed those layers and you apply them to, you know, the things in the past. And I've just been making so many connections. One of the books that I read on 75 Hard was The Adult Children of Immature Parents. I don't know if that's exactly the title, and I was just making so many connections on like how my ex was so similar to my dad, and how a lot of the core wounds that came from my dad and our relationship, like I repeated with my ex, and just how much with both of them I've tried to like try so hard to win their love and their affection and their acceptance, and just feeling like every single time like I wasn't enough, and I just, you know, like felt rejected time and time and time again. So again, so many things that came from this journey and learning moments. I cry, yes, because this is meaningful, and I am a chillona. I am like a big, hard, sensitive person, and I cry for everything. So you probably will see me crying here more. Woo! But that's because, you know, like I'm pushing past my limits. I'm doing things that are uncomfortable, and I'm proving to myself that I can, that I am, that I'm worthy, and that, you know, I can do whatever the fuck I set my mind to, you know, like even with social media, I'm like, sometimes it's so cringe to see myself, or sometimes it's just so frustrating to get 200 views, or sometimes it's so frustrating to be like, it didn't upload the way that I wanted it to, or you have all these hiccups. And I am a recovering perfectionist, and it has kept me from doing so many things in my life, because I'll be like, oh no, like I can't post that, it's not perfect, or I can't do that, it's not perfect. Like, you know, so many things, like it really is something that you have to unlearn, like how to be okay when things aren't perfect, how to be okay with embracing new things, uncomfortable things, things that you don't know about, and like embracing that beginner's mindset. That's hard. It's like the growing pains, and like growing through the discomfort, and accepting the discomfort, and being okay with it. Because guess what? Like, we're not all born learning everything that we need to for this life. Like, especially if you keep pushing yourself, keep wanting to be better, keep striving for more. Like, if you're doing that, if you're trying to be better every day, like, of course you're gonna come through growing pains, and you're going to come across things that you're not good at. And you know, how can you be like, okay, like let's just embrace this journey, let's embrace the fact that I don't know how to do this, that I'm a beginner at this, that look at that, I'm pretty shitty at it. That's how I feel with social media, right? And still being like, and I'm still gonna show up, and yes, it's not perfect, and yes, it didn't get a lot of likes, and yes, it didn't get a lot of views, and I'm still gonna keep doing it. Why? Because I know for a fact, right, the gym has taught me that most people don't see results at the gym because they give up too early. They're not patient enough to see the results. They want results instantly. And so that's what I've been trying to like keep in the back of my head. Like, I'm not gonna be great at social media in 2 months, or in 75 days, or even a year. This are things that I'm learning, and they're gonna take time, and it takes time to grow an audience, an engaged audience, and that's okay. It's okay if only 2 people see this. It's okay if only 2 people see me crying my heart out. It's okay, right? Like, it's fine. I'm gonna get through it. The world will keep revolving, and will keep going, and that's it. Like, how not to fret all those things. My life looks so different from day one. My mindset is so different. Like, day one, again, I was super overwhelmed. Like, scarcity mindset all around, victim mindset all around. Like, why, right? I remember when I lost my job, crying to my sister, like, why do these things keep happening to me. Like, why me? Like, why? I think like we never have all the answers, but it's all about like trusting your journey and trusting again that life is happening for you, and that whatever lesson is there, like that's a lesson that you're meant to learn and you're meant to embrace. And we need to stop resisting everything, because I think that causes us so much suffering, needless suffering. This whole idea that we have to control everything, that life has to go exactly how I want it to, and like everything has to go my way. Like, that's not how life works. Right? We are co-creating this life with our higher self, with the universe, with God, whatever it is that you believe in. We are only human. We cannot control everything. We are co-creating our own reality, but with this higher divinity, this higher power, because we cannot control everything, and life is not always going to go our way. And I always tell my therapy clients, right? Life is shitty and life sucks sometimes and it's painful. That's the reality of being human. It sucks to be a human sometimes. But the thing that we never lose is our ability to choose how we look at things, our perspective. No one can take that away from us. No one. How do we start embracing that and letting go of this control that everything has to go our way? Not everything will go your way. You will cause yourself so much suffering if you have that mindset. And so we have to shift that perspective and embrace it, trust, and let go. Like, let it the fuck go. What's no longer serving you, the limiting beliefs that you have in your head of why you can't do something, let it go. The people in your life that are no longer serving you, that only cause you stress, that do not bring anything beneficial to your life. Ask yourself, are these the people that I would really want to hang out with? If I met them as complete strangers today, are these people that I would find something in common with and that I would want to hang out with? If the answer is no, let them go. Let go of people, places, things, jobs, whatever it is, beliefs. Let it go. If it's not serving you anymore, why are you holding on to it so strongly? I promise life will start going better when you release, you let go, and you trust and you surrender. And I swear I'm going to get these words tattooed on me. Trust and surrender. This has been my mantra for years. And I feel like every time something happens, I have to like deepen my wisdom in this and deepen my knowledge of what it truly means to trust and surrender. I think life has been testing me and teaching me all these different ways to trust and surrender. Trust and surrender. Trust and surrender. Trust your journey. Trust that what's happening for you is for your higher good. Trust that the people that leave are meant to leave, and the people that are meant to come will come. Nothing will miss you that is meant for you. Trust. Trust, 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 and deepen your trust even more. Surrender. Surrender to the fact that you can't control everything. Surrender to the fact that life will not go your way. Life is not always good, and good things happen to bad people and bad things happen to good people, and yin and yang. It's all a balance. Life is not fair. And no one said that life was going to be fair. It isn't. Some of us have to go through harder shit than others. Some of us have to heal through some fucked up shit that other people can't even imagine. Life isn't fair. No one told us it was going to be fair. But we all matter. We all have a place in this earth. And we all have this human experience that we get to have together. So surrender to that. Like, how lovely it is to be like, it's not all up to me, because it isn't. It's not all up to us. So trust your journey, surrender to it. And that's where you find this inner peace. And I feel like in this journey for me, that's what I've been able to find. Does it mean that my life is perfect? No. I was literally just crying today. My anxiety was acting up, telling me that everything in my life was wrong. I'm on my period. I'm emotional. I was a fucking mess this morning. And I was like, you know what? That's fine. Let me cry it out. Because our emotions have to come out. They have to be expressed somehow. So many of us are so scared of crying, so scared of showing our emotions, suppressing and repressing everything. I tell my clients, like, we can't run away from things forever. Sooner or later, they're going to manifest. And the longer you keep ignoring them, the more they have time to build. And that's why some of us snap and get super overwhelmed and have a crisis, because we've just been suppressing, repressing, ignoring everything our whole entire life, running from things. But you can't do that your entire life. We have to feel them. We have to express them. And emotion is emotion. It has to move through us. And you know what? I cried it out. I hugged my little Luffy, my baby, my golden doodle, my little fur baby. I hugged him. I breathed, and I was fine after. Now, if I would have kept ignoring, holding back tears, I would still be having a bad day till this moment. But I let that shit go. Remember, don't let bad moments give you bad days, give you a bad life. Life is hard, and we all have hard moments because we're human. That's okay. Surrender to that fact. It's okay. Needless to say, it's been a lot of mental stuff, a lot of perspective shift, and a lot of believing in myself. Because honestly, I wanted to give up so many times during 75 Hard. I wanted to be like, man, fuck this shit. I just want to smoke a cup of wine. I want some beer. Like, I want to eat chips so many times. I just want to eat chips, and I want a corn. I keep telling my sister, like, I want a corn, quiero un elote. It's been hard, and my body has felt it. I have been so tired, even though I focus on recovery. I do yin yoga, I do foam rolling, I do stretch. I try to prioritize my sleep. I have my Shakti mat that I use for stress relief. Like, I have all of these tools that I know help me feel better, help me relieve stress, and help my body feel better. And yet, it's just the demand is so high that I don't think my body fully had the time to heal in between any of that. It's no breaks, 75 days straight, no breaks. So it was so tough mentally, having to be like, it's 10 o'clock at night, I still haven't run. Fuck it, I have to go run. Even if that's the last thing I want to do. I literally just want to be in bed, crawl in bed, and go to sleep for the entire night and day. That's what I want to do. No, I have to go run at 10 o'clock, finish my run at 12, still come back home. I have to shower. If I hadn't read, I have to read. Okay, now I can go to bed. Like, it was so much, especially once I started having 3 jobs, right? Like, the constant, like, moving here, there. I had to learn how to manage my time. I had to learn how to prioritize things, and I had to learn how to set boundaries so that I could still show up for myself, knowing this is something that's really important for me and that I'm doing for myself. And yeah, sometimes people and things are gonna have to wait until I get my workout done, until I go run, until I finish reading, until whatever it is that I needed to do. So late nights, early mornings, it didn't matter. I still had to show up. I was crying, stressed out, whether I was happy, tired, stressed, overwhelmed, irritated, on my period, emotional, a fucking mess. Like, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. I still showed up for myself for 75 days. And I am fucking proud of that. I did that. And no one can take that away from me. Beyond like the physical transformation, like, I really do believe it's all in here. It's the mental transformation that truly matters. Now, that's not the way that I want to live all my life. That's definitely not how I want to live my life, where it's like always going hard and pushing for 75 days, you know, no breaks at all, no rest in between any of it. That's not how I want to live my life. And yet it's a challenge challenge meant to gift you what you need when you need it. It's not this is how your whole life is going to be. And that's what I thought. It's like, it's only 75 days. We have 365 days in a year. What's 75 days? It's nothing compared to that. Now think about all the entire time that I've been alive, right? 75 days is, this is the first time I've completed it. So it's absolutely nothing compared to my entire life. It's momentary. And that's what kept me going sometimes. I'm like, it's not forever, it's momentary. I have these many days left. I've already completed all this. I only have this much left. It's momentary. It's not forever. It's not forever. It's momentary. Everything is momentary. The pains, the heartbreak, even the grief sometimes. It's all momentary. It comes and it goes. So sometimes you have to push through it. Again, it comes at a time when you need it. When you need like a big, change your mindset. Stop making excuses for yourself. Start showing up for yourself. Start prioritizing yourself. Stop believing all that crap that your mind wants to tell you. Believe in yourself. Believe that you can do hard things. Believe that whatever you set your mind to, you can accomplish. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. I think this has been the biggest lesson for me on 75 Hard, believing in myself. My ability to get through my workouts, in my ability to get through my runs, in my ability to eat healthy, to read, to prioritize myself. I believed in my ability to accomplish all that, to manage everything that was going on in my life, to get through the tough moments. I believed that I could. Once you believe in yourself in an area, you expand that into every other area of your life. I believe I can start social media. I can start at 0 subscribers. That's fine. In due time, I know I will get to where I want to be. I believe in myself. Even if no one else believes in me, I believe in myself, which is the most important thing. Me believing in myself, believing that I can be a good therapist, believing that I can be a good business owner, that I can be a good content creator, that I can be good at pushing myself, pushing my limits, that I can accomplish things, believing that I am worthy of living a life that I've only dreamed of. It's no longer a dream. This is my reality. This is what I'm living. I don't want my dreams to stay dreams. I want to turn them into goals that I can then go and achieve and make them happen. Because why not? Why the fuck not? Why do I believe that I can't do one thing or another? This is what I stopped during 75 Hard. I stopped giving myself excuses and I stopped not believing in myself. And I said, you know what? Anything is possible, because anything is possible. If you put in the hard work, the discipline, the dedication, and you don't give up, trust me, you can accomplish anything. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep it the fuck going. That's what I'm talking about. What's next for me? Well, right now I am still trying to prioritize my half marathon. So this Sunday, in a couple of days, I'm officially running my half marathon. Maybe I can make a whole separate video about marathon training and, preparing for it and doing the half marathon, all of that. But just to give you a little bit of a glimpse, I'm running 13.1 miles, basically 13 miles, half a marathon in a couple of days. Y'all, I never thought that I would be here. What? When I started 75 Hard that first week, my first long run, it was 2 miles. And I was fucking dead. I was so tired. I was so out of breath. I was like, oh my gosh, I really haven't run in a long time. This is hard. I had started running and then I had my medical issues. And so I stopped running and I had ran here and there before 75 Hard. Nothing too hard, or I did not push myself. And so that first week, it was 2 miles and I was exhausted. How is it that 75 days later, I'm doing a freaking half marathon, something I have never done in my life, running the most I've ever ran, double-digit miles? What? That's crazy to me. Again, I don't think I've ever considered myself an athlete. And so for me to be saying I always thought people that are athletes and that are really good, run half marathons and full marathons. And it was always something that I wanted to do. I just didn't believe that that was me. Again, right? Our limiting beliefs. But now I see what? It's not even that hard. Yes, I've worked so hard to get to this point, but it's not impossible. Like, I did that shit. I've been running 10, 11, 12 miles. And now I'm about to run the most I've ever ran by running a half marathon, which is something I've never done before. So many firsts. And I'm so proud of myself for doing and putting the hard work and being here. I know for some people it may be like, oh yeah, like not that big of a deal. But for me it is, because I know how much hard work and dedication and hurt and pain I put into it. And so I'm running a half marathon. I'm really excited about that. And so for now, that's kind of what I'm really focused on this week. I'm really focused on recovery. Y'all, I was gonna work out on Saturday. So I finished 75 hard on Friday. That was like the last day. But I've been saying like, okay, but I'm still gonna do like an extra week. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep it moving. Saturday, I was like, fuck this shit. Like 75 hard is done. I need rest. I'm not going to the gym. I can't. I physically can't. And so I didn't go to the gym. I went to work in the morning and then I came back and I slept for like 5 hours. And then I woke up and I was like, wow, that felt so nice. It was so nice to sleep and to rest, and I hadn't done that in 75 days. I hadn't taken a nap. I hadn't taken 5 hours to sleep. Wild. No, I had not done that. And so to me, that was like my little gift to myself. Like, why do I have to keep pushing? Like, sometimes I put things in my head too, where it's like, I have to keep going. And I'm like, why? Like, you did the hard work. 75 days is over. Right now, all you're focused on is your half marathon. You're gonna be fine. Your rest is what you need instead of going to the gym. And so I did. I rested. And Sunday, I did my long run. I was supposed to run 11 miles, but I ran 12. Maybe because I had more rest the day before. Right? Rest is really important. And so I ran 12 miles and now I just need to add one more for the half marathon. So I'm feeling really confident about it. I know I'm gonna finish it, and I know I'm gonna do badass, because whenever I go on my long runs, I'm always looking at my phone to make sure that I know where I'm going and that I'm not getting lost and that I can like find my way back. And so I won't have to do that in the half marathon. I won't have to be like, oh, like, where am I going? Because I'm surrounded by a bunch of people and I love running with people. I think that's great energy. And so this week I'm focused on doing a lot of yin yoga, a lot of foam rolling, a lot of stretching. Again, all the things that I usually do to recover and take care of myself. I'm going to prioritize my sleep, so making sure that I get enough sleep every single day. So it's going to be great. I'm still going to the gym, but like today I went to the gym, but this week is like deload. So I was there for like an hour, which is unheard of. What? An hour workout. I usually take a long time, but because I was doing like super lightweight, it didn't take long. So I went to the gym today. I'll probably go a couple more times, but leading up to it, I might not go to the gym Saturday or Friday or maybe Thursday. I don't know. It depends how I feel, but I'm gonna probably do 1 or 2 runs, super easy, short, not running the distance. And then on Sunday, it's my big day, my half marathon. I'm gonna be so excited. And that's what I'm focused on. So I don't know what comes next. I'll tell you in another video what I plan to do after all of this is done and over with. But right now I'm really just focused on my half and making sure I'm prepared for it. I bought my cute little outfit for it. I wanted it to be really special and something I hadn't worn before because it's something that I haven't done before. So I bought my little outfit and I bought some glasses yesterday. It's just super exciting. I've been having a lot of fun like preparing and gearing up for half marathon. So it's such a vibe. It's such a vibe. And I'm going to be so excited. And I'm going to be back to show you my dang medal, my finisher half marathon medal. And it's going to be great. So I'm really looking forward to it. That's what I have coming up. And with my half marathon, that's kind of going to be the end of this whole journey. So I'm excited to process and reflect a little bit more after that's done. So I'll probably do another video about that. But yeah, all good things, y'all. All good things. I really am so hopeful. I'm so motivated. I have never believed in myself like I do now. I have never believed believe that things are possible as much as I do now. Like, I'm gonna keep working hard for my dreams. I want to be an author. I want to have a published book. I want to be a successful content creator that inspires other people. I want to be a really good therapist, and I want to have my own business and private practice. I also do coaching, and I know I'm gonna do all that, and I'm gonna run full marathons, and I'm gonna go out more vacation, do hikes. Like, life is so short, and yet we have such a long time to live and to explore and to do the things that we want to do. So, a luego es tarde. So I'm really, really excited. I feel, like I'm getting closer to 30. And so I actually think this was the perfect thing to do at 29. And as I'm gearing up toward my 30th birthday, and my Saturn return was around this time. I think I'm still in my Saturn return, which I think had a lot to do with everything that's been happening and how everything has been lining up. I think my Saturn return truly was like, believe in yourself and believe in your ability to like be a voice for a greater good. So I think that's my biggest lesson for my Saturn return. I feel like my life is just beginning. Truly, I feel like a little kid starting to walk. I'm starting to walk. By my 30th, hopefully I'll start like fully confidently walking. And then hopefully in my 40s, I'm like running. But I do feel like my life has just begun. I have so much life left, so much energy left, so much to do, see, experience. Gosh, life is good. Life is really good, even with all its pains and turns and twists and plots. Do it for the plot. And our plot is going to be a great plot with a lot of abundance and believing in ourselves and positive affirmations and just like really cool, dope shit. That's our plot. And a plot that we get to create, a plot that we get to co-create. So it's going to be absolutely amazing. I can't wait for what my future holds, and yet I'm also just super grateful to be here in the now, in the present, and just like rejoicing with all the lessons and the things that I've been able to learn and experience along the way. So I'm just feeling really, really good, y'all. I'm so happy. I'm full of joy and full of a lot of hope again. It's gonna be good. I know it. Everything's gonna be good. Like, I'm the luckiest girl alive. Good things always happen to me. The universe is working in my favor, and all good things are coming my way. I am attracting all the good things that this life has to offer. I deserve abundance, and I deserve blessings. I deserve all the blessings. I deserve all the great things. And what's meant for me will never miss me. My life is just getting started, and I just get to fully experience this chapter of my life on my own, by myself, independently, and do the things that I want to do, which I think is super, super lovely. So embracing all of this, embracing this version of myself. So grateful for me. So grateful for this whole adventure. Okay, so make sure you tune in for the results video that is coming up. Thank you so much for being here. I am honored to get to share my story, to get to share a little bit of myself with you and hopefully inspire you. Or if you took at least one thing away from this, I am forever grateful. I think this is what life is all about, creating community and sharing and just being there for each other, supporting each other. So thank you so much. Truly, truly honored. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. If you're not following me on my other social media, please follow me on TikTok and Instagram. My handle is the same in all three, at Rebelde y Strong. Thank you so much for your time, for your love, for your support. Mwah! I love y'all so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.